Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome into SimWorld Gaming. You join us back here on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We're currently sat at Bristol Airport and we're going to do a flight up to Glasgow in the Airbus A320 Neo. This is the BREDOCK3D CFM56, which you can buy on Marketplace. I've been flying this quite a bit recently. It's got a high definition livery and it's got a pretty cool sound pack in it. We have got live weather here and we've got live traffic too. And we're pretty much set up here. We're just parked next to a TUI aircraft I can see on the left. Looking a little bit cloudy, must admit. A little bit dark. I think it's currently about 3:30 in the afternoon, I think. But yeah, let's get this aircraft fired up, taxied out, and we'll get on our way to Glasgow. So here we are at Bristol. We're in the cockpit of this wonderful Airbus. Let's get her fired up. Okay, let's do our usual little run through. So we're going to get some lighting on the panel. Air conditioning's on, no smoking on, seat belts on, logo on, wing on, beacon on, strobe set to on. We've got runway lights on and we've got the nose set to taxi. Awesome. Pushback initiated. You can see the flight plan on the displays, on the ND display there. Let's just click on flight plan on the old computer. There we go, got that loaded up. Let's just get a little bit of light in again. Do our usual light up the middle panel, which I do like to see. Quite a few people in the terminal. So we've just got pushback initiated now. Just getting out. God, that's overcast. That's well overcast. That TUI aircraft looking pretty cool. Looking forward to this flight up to Glasgow. Overall the weather's not too bad, but we shall see how we get on in flight. So expected time should be just over an hour, I think, for this one. There you go, you can see the current time there is 15:26. Engine's all looking good. Just getting ourselves sorted out. Loads of aircraft parked up at the gate. Loving that TUI aircraft, that livery's pretty neat. God, yeah, it's dark skies, isn't it, folks? Blimey, right, okay. We have got custom views set up on this. I've set all my cameras up so you guys can enjoy the flight. Ukrainian International there. Awesome. There you go. Left and right. Austrian Airlines there. Back into the flight deck. Let's figure out where we are going. Where are we taxiing to? Taxi to and hold short. Runway 9 using taxiway Zulu Golf SimWorld 1123. Just mind the truck. I do love to put these flights out on the channel. I know there's quite a few of you guys like watching these flights, so I have invested quite heavily in decent kit to be able to to physically record this stuff. So yeah, it should be recording at a decent frame rate. Let's just make sure that the runway is clear and the taxiway is clear, which looks like it is. Oh, we have got a fuel truck down the bottom there, which is handy. They always park in the way for reasons I do not know why. A little bit hilly here, this taxiway actually. You see all the cars over there in the car park. So we're going to go straight down and probably go right through that fuel truck if he doesn't move. We've got BP fuel truck. Ukrainian Airways, we've got Eurowings there. TUI. Oh, the rain started. You can just see there, see the rain on the windscreen. You can just see it as on the highlight catching there. I'm not going to run chatter on this. I normally have ATC chatter running, but it's more European type chatter. It's not really UK chatter. You're not allowed to record in any shape or form UK chatter or So that's why I don't have access to any of that sort of stuff, but I certainly have European and global chatter, but it's just probably not appropriate for this stream, so I was just going to leave it off for now. There's an EasyJet parked up there. That truck moved rather swiftly. Yeah, we're going to continue and get ourselves into position. There's a view from under the aircraft. So looking forward to this flight. It'll be a good one. It'll be a good one. You guys know I do like my flight sims. I feel like we're going up a very steep hill here. It looks like a bit of a gradient this. So Bristol Airport that I have installed is again, it's an add-on from Marketplace, and you guys can buy it, and it just gives more definition to the airport. I think the buildings look better. I think overall the whole airport looks better. I have bought quite a few add-on airports actually, just to try and really enhance the sim. Let's get an external view for you. There you go. In fact, I have got my there you go, that's better. I've got my right stick on my controller, my Xbox controller. Obviously moves the camera, but it's a lot smoother movement than using the mouse. So we're just going to get ourselves out into position at the end of the runway here. We're going to get our clearance permission, and then we'll move out onto the runway, check the thrusters and flaps are all okay, and then we're going to get on our way. North of the border, back up to Glasgow. Now I can't remember if Glasgow is a paid airport. We will find out. Okay, that's us in position. Let's just get our clearance. Cleared for takeoff, runway 9, SimWorld 1123. Quite a few sim pilots around, you can see there labels D96XL in an Airbus there. Got a Typhoon there. Who else have we got? Can't quite see that one. A few people around. Cush Eagle. KD1, another Airbus. Concorde. Concorde over there, and we have got a Bell, which is a helicopter. Right. We're just getting out into this position here. The tarmac that you can see here also is texture, which you can download from Marketplace. I really feel like we're going uphill here, don't we? It's quite steep. To give it some beans to get up the hill here. You can check the engines out, giving it a little bit of welly. Look. Okay, so the runway's looking clear. You can see an undulating runway here. It's not really flat, is it? It's funny. Right, okay, here we go. Runway 9. Just get ourselves into position. Everything's okay. We'll say crew prepare for takeoff. How does that sound? Okay, the engines are good. Thrust is steady. We've got 10,615 kilograms of fuel on, all evenly balanced across the aircraft. Okay, all good. And thrust into the rain. Here we go. You can hear that Soundpack kick in there. Hey, what a fantastic view that is. We're going to go through him now. Yeah, and rotate. Awesome. Canadian Airways. Fantastic. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. And we're off, folks. Great views, Bristol. You can hear there, gears in, clunking into position, flaps. quite heavy rain. It's interesting actually because I'm looking out the window. I'm looking out the window physically here where I'm sat on the computer, and yeah, it's pretty cloudy actually here. I'm Manchester way. Nick Vicky, Birdman, awesome. Let's get a little bit of a wing view. Kind of missed that going through the cloud as we leave Bristol and head northwards on this EasyJet flight. Love these wing views. Finally get up into some blue sky, sorry. So we are currently passing flight level 049 or 050 now, and expecting flight level 119. Cruise up to 119. That cloud looks well cool today. We're just going to continue to climb, pick up the flight path. Let's get a bit of an outside view for you. There she is, the Neo. All good. Just passing flight level 094, continuing to climb to flight level 119. Let's have a look at the winds. It's coming at us from 277 degrees at 36 knots, and we're 64 nautical miles away from our next waypoint, which is awesome. Let's have a look at the VFR. Is that the Bristol Channel? My geography is not too good. So we're going to fly up sort of mid-Wales, if you like, and then we're going to bear right and fly up the coast, across Lake District, Cumbria. Then we're going to bear left at Lanark, basically. And we're going to come in for our final approach to Glasgow Airport. I do love doing these domestic flights. Fairly long-ish flight, this one. But yeah, should be good. Happy passengers. Okay, so we just bugged up to flight level 219, we're expecting 219, and we're just passing flight level 125 currently, so still climbing. Love seeing all the other aircraft around. Angry Curtain, that's a fantastic name. I appreciate you guys watching this, watching it back. Drop us a like and drop us a sub. Really appreciate it. Massively helps the channel out, and we're so close to 4,000 subscribers. We're so close. I think we only need a couple when we're at 4,000, which is fantastic. It's really good. So the last month has seen quite a surge in subscribers coming into the channel. So I've tried to sort of up the quality of videos by having stream start and stream end animations and whatnot when I'm streaming. Yeah, trying to improve things constantly, invest in new games, think about gameplay, graphics, what can we do on social platforms. So our current Twitter account is sitting about 10,000, I think it is. Well, I think Instagram and Twitter are about the same, roughly 9 and 10,000. which is good. And of course we've got our website up and running, so I'm hoping to bring more merchandise, proper official gaming merchandise to that channel for you guys to buy should you want to do so. So it just reflects the sort of gameplay that we have on the channel, and the idea being that anything that we play, if we can get hold of some merchandise, pop it in the shop, you guys could potentially purchase that if you would like to do so. We just had an aircraft pass right in front of us. Let's get another wing view for you over the clouds. There you go. Boris too slappy. Brutus. It's great, and I just love seeing other pilots around. It's just so good. This is such a detailed simulation. If you haven't played Microsoft Flight Sim before and you're into your simulation stuff, I would definitely recommend it. It is good. I do have X-Plane. I did buy X-Plane, but I haven't fully got into that yet. I just love the way that you can quickly jump into flight on Microsoft. You can set up your dynamic cameras, and yeah, it's well supported, isn't it? So constant updates and stuff like that, which is really nice to see. You invest a lot of money in these things, and it's cool to see the development studios actually investing time, money and effort into keeping everybody informed as to where they're up to with it. So I always look forward to the updates on YouTube with Microsoft Flight Sim. And of course it's just continually getting better and better and better, which is what we all want to see with games. We invest a lot of time and money in games and gameplay and stuff, especially also streaming too with broadcasting gameplay, so it's good to see it supported. Jump back into flight deck. Bang on the old flight path, so we're just passing flight level 203, expecting 219. Check in with ATC. All good. Lots of traffic. Tons of traffic. Okay, we're all good. Check the VFR. Just coming up to sort of central Wales really. You can see here we're heading towards November Indigo Tango Oscar November, and then we're going to bear right, as it were, and fly up. Oh, that looks like it's going to fly up over my house practically. I've got Liverpool there, right there. Yeah, it's going to fly practically over my house. Not far away. Then up towards, there's Croft. And we're starting to get up into the lakes. The borders up here. And of course down into to Glasgow. So as we approach our cruise altitude, we've bugged up to flight level 280. This is probably going to be our cruise altitude. Currently passing 236. We'll be able to flick off the... oh, switch these off actually. We'll be able to flick off the seatbelt sign. Yeah, I should have put these two off when we took off. That's fine. Nobody noticed. A little bit of turbulence, you can see the aircraft swaying a little bit. Overall not too bad. Engine view. I do love the engine views, so realistic looking, aren't they? Really cool, and that chrome effect on the wing there in front of the wing is pretty cool. Underneath you, behind the engines. Let's just look down, see how high we are. Oh my god, we are well high. That looks like snow. Of course, it has been snowing quite heavy across the UK here in the last sort of day, so that's accurate, I would say. Let's just have a little look. Yep, definitely accurate. Awesome. Back on the flight deck. Just sit up a little bit. There we go. So we're starting to approach flight level 280. We're not far off there now. So another 14,000 feet to go. Fuel's looking good. Like I said, we had 10,615 kilograms left. We hadn't set the fuel up specifically, it was already all set up and whatnot, so but yeah, we're burning 33 kilograms a minute of fuel. You can see there across the wing, as it were, you've got 606, 47010, 4702, 606, so it's quite evenly balanced across the aircraft. That's one thing you have to look out for. Time is currently 3:44 sim time, and the wind has increased a little bit. It's coming at us from 285 degrees at 41 knots, and we're 7.1 nautical miles away from the next waypoint. So this is November Indigo Tango Oscar November, and we're just bearing right. So we're now sort of on a trajectory towards the lakes and the borders. The aircraft is just going to start levelling off now. It's 280, so we're actually at 290, so we've actually increased a little bit. But that's slowing down now, so what I'm going to do is seatbelt off, let the passengers get up and walking around. And when we get a little bit closer and start our descent, I'll put that switch back on again. Katie Snipes. It's quite a good name, isn't it? Katie Snipes, like that. So yeah, great flying conditions really. Just pop outside the aircraft. You can see the snow on the ground there. Say that's very accurate given the snow that we've had the last couple of days. Parts of the country, we've not had it bad where we are. I'm just outside Warrington, but certainly the rest of the country feels like it's had it quite bad, and that looks fairly accurate to me. So we have got our little vapor trails. Let's have a look, because the air's so cold up here. There you go. Get back on the wing view. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm running this on, it's either high or ultra settings, I can't quite remember, but it's pretty high up. So I think the plan is I'm going to let you guys enjoy the views for a little bit, and I will catch you a little bit later on back on the flight deck. Hey everybody, welcome back onto the flight deck. You can see we're just about to bear left, ever so slightly. Just continuing to follow the flight path. So we're currently just south of the lakes in Cumbria. We'll continue on our path. All looking pretty rock solid thus far. Let's just check in with ATC actually. Let's see if we've got instruction here. Just expedite our flight level. Okay. That's fine. That wind has increased a little bit, so it's coming at us from a heading of 288. It's 52 knots. Just letting the aircraft do its thing. One thing's for sure, it's definitely a congested airspace, no question of that. Absolutely no question. Hey everybody, welcome back into the flight deck. I'm just checking the status of air traffic control, so they've just asked us to descend and maintain flight level 200, keep speed not above 250 knots. Now because we are descending, I'm going to go back up to the central panel, flick the seatbelt sign back on for the passengers. I'm going to just check out the VFR map. Us. Just getting in position. Ribble. So we're just coming up towards the Scottish borders, really. South. We're sort of north of Manchester currently at the minute, so yeah, we're just coming up to the borders and then we'll bear left and start our formal descent down into Glasgow. But yeah, we're just bringing our, you can see there, 200, so we're just bringing our altitude down just past flight level 260 now. Wind's picked up again, so we're actually flying into the wind. So it's coming at us from 289 degrees at 60 knots, 59.8 nautical miles away from our next waypoint, which will be Ribble. So we're currently getting through 17 kilograms a minute of fuel. We have got unlimited fuel on here, so just make life a little bit easier. You can see how congested that airspace is ahead of us. Let's get a wing view. There you go, just looking back there. And the other side. Back in the flight deck. Let me just zoom out a little bit further. There you go, you can see on the Indeed display our location. So the actual flight path is to our left, but we're going to pick it up again. We're basically heading towards Lanark. That's where we're heading, Lanark. Super congested ahead of us. Loads of people flying north. Well, north and south to be fair. This is exactly why I love flight sim. It's just anything can happen at any point. The weather can change in an instant. We've got loads of people flying around you, lots of cool aircraft. In fact, I need to actually add some more liveries to my library, to be fair, just to try and knock out some of the default liveries that we see parked up at gates. I've tried to invest in as many different livery packs as I can. I've probably got about 80% of all liveries now. That sun peeping through the clouds there a little bit. We're in this sort of sandwich of cloud at the minute currently. So yeah, just continuing to move northwards. I'll pop the terrain on. We're not low enough yet for that, but see the aircraft just bouncing around a little bit in the wind. Hope you guys are enjoying this flight. Appreciate a like or a sub. That would be absolutely fantastic if you could do that for me. That would be such a massive help. Just trying to build the community, increase the different streams and uploads that we do, so different games and stuff. Lots of simulation stuff, of course. It's the backbone of this channel. You know, just turning back onto the flight path now. Just let the aircraft do its thing. I would say that weather's pretty accurate actually, seeing as we've just flown over where I live. Which is pretty cool. I do love this version of the A320 also with the Soundpack. I just think it just sounds better. It just sounds so much better when you're flying. Just sit up a little bit. There we go. Just pop that controller on again, let it connect. There we go, get an outside view for you. There you go. EasyJet, she's looking good. Heading into the wind. Incredible graphics really when you think about it. Go back onto the flight deck. We're currently just holding at flight level at 211, so we are slightly above where we've been asked to expedite our climb to. Making great progress actually. How long have we been? Just under an hour now. Where are we? Just trying to locate us. Ribble. Ooh, that's us there I think. So we are quite high up. I think that's us there. There or there. I think this is us here. Yep. Awesome. So flying directly into the wind now, so just giving it a bit of beans on the thrust. You can see the arrow, the green arrow there in the top left of that screen. 288 degrees at 58 knots. Just going to bring that in a little bit. Oops, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's us here. So I think I'd like to bring our altitude down a little bit. So let's just contact air traffic control. And just see where we're up to. Request vector to next waypoint. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just continue in this path actually. That's it. SimWorld 113, please expedite your descent to flight level 200. Just sitting above that currently. Continue to Lanark, there you go. Following heading 345, proceed on course, keep speed not above 230 knots. Okay. Yeah, they're specifically telling us to hold this altitude. Okay. It's because of the traffic so busy. Coming into Glasgow. So we get a little bit closer, we'll put our lights on. See how we go. Of the cloud formations. Made amazing progress. So yeah, just over an hour I think for this flight. Realistically speaking, just over an hour. Captain Fisher. Not flown the C-17 for a little while. We'll need to do some logistics missions on that one. That'll be pretty good to do. Do like the C-17. Just turn that. It's getting a little bit dark, isn't it? Let's just turn the lights on a little bit. There you go. Just about to hit Lanark. Do you like to keep a close eye on the ATC? So asking us to expedite our height to 200. I'm just flying into the wind a little bit, you see. So we are 97 nautical miles away from Niska waypoint. You can see the coast here, so I'm just going to bear left. Slight left to pick up the flight path. Begin our descent down. So descend and maintain 3,000 feet, expect runway ILS, runway 05 approach via Golf Lima Whiskey, transition clear to Golf Lima Whiskey, SimWorld 1123. So we're going to just descend down to 3,000 feet. I'm going to make sure now that let's just put our lights on, a little bit out, but let's just do that. Put a taxi light on, why not? You can see the path that we're going to follow. So we've got a couple of sharp turns. It's going to be interesting. Let's see how we go. Let's make sure we get our altitude down over the course of the next few miles. See the coast there. Air Force. Awesome. Good mix of commercial flights, military flights and whatnot. Let's see how far we can descend down. So currently descending down past flight level 178. Expecting 031. Just look back at where we came from. Not much snow around here, a wind farm. Check out the other side. Just awesome views, isn't it? Back on the flight deck. A little bit too high, I think, so I'm just going to continue. We might have to fly around just to lose our height. Flying out towards the coast, just continuing to descend and maintain 2,400 feet. Just going to roll with it. Overspeed warning, that's okay. That was the flaps, we got the flaps down. You see there? You can actually see a little bit of, almost like a little bit of ice on the flaps there. So yeah, Glasgow's over here. But we're going to continue. Just bring that up a little bit, there we go. It's actually behind us, Glasgow's back here. So we're going to fly out, continue to descend, and line ourselves up for that final approach. Just let the aircraft do its thing. So yeah, Glasgow's back here. You can see, you can normally tell where the airport is by all the aircraft around it. You got to probably have a good sense of geography in your head, I guess. Let's just see where ATC is sending us. Cleared and land runway 05 SimWorld 1123, yeah, that's fine. Just checking the weather. I'm going to continue out here and then I'm going to double back. So I'm just going to let it do its thing. We need to bring our height down, you see. So we're currently 6067. A little bit cloudy, a little bit misty. Continuing to bring our altitude down. The aircraft's just turning itself around. What a brilliant view that is. Runway's over here. There it is there. So we're just going to turn the aircraft around. You see it way in the distance there. Can you see it? Right in the middle of the screen. Just let her turn round. Line herself up. Keep an eye on this. Let's see how we're doing. And then she'll bank right. There's the runway. Let's just see how we go. 2,500 feet. So probably a good height actually. We just need to make sure that we're lined up properly. Got my controller here. So we're going to take over. There you go, gear down. It's a nice easy right turn. A little bit of thrust. She's lining herself up nicely. Good job. You see the terrain's kicked in there on the ND display. We're pretty much bang on the flight path actually, just bringing our height down. We're just passing flight level 022. She's going to just turn a slight left now. She just lines up. There's the runway there. That's Glasgow there. 2,000 feet. Just coming in a little bit at an angle. We're all good though. You can see like the ice, little ice forming on the flaps there. Let's get the other side for you. looking good. Just dipping the nose down slightly, lining herself up. Continuing to bring our altitude down, 1400 feet. Little bit buffeted by the wind. She's looking good though. We're happy with this. Happy, happy, happy. Got a river there. Might be the Clyde even. Got Glasgow in the distance here. Just got a little bit of turbulence, not much though. Lights are all on, crew prepare for landing. Seatbelt on, smoking on, all good, yep. Let's bring this baby down. Just coming up to 1,000 feet. A little bit buffeted by the wind. Can feel it. Coming in at a slight angle. Oh, this is a good landing. The wind's pushing us. Bit too red, too white on the pappy. Flaps down, all good. Flying in over Glasgow. Let's watch our height. 730. Ooh, a little bit lag. I always get a little bit of lag when I come into an airport, I don't know why. Make sure we're setting up. See where we're going. Coming in at a slight angle. We're alright. Over the motorway. That's it, she's lining herself up. Excellent, good job. Bringing her down, 400 feet. Awesome. Come on, bring her down. Ease off the throttle. Just let her glide down. Just pull back slightly, ever so. And we are down. Reverse thrust. Yeah, flaps. We're down. Good job. Welcome to Glasgow. Welcome to Glasgow. Actually, the weather's not too bad here. That was a good job. Just come off the main runway. Excited. That was good. Tuning at Glasgow ground. Taxi to gates, please. Taxiing to gate 28 via taxiway Charlie Alpha Golf Mother, SimWorld 1123, thank you. Not too bad, time wise, 10 minutes, 1 hour 10 minutes, that's what we are, 1 hour 10 minutes. We're now going to taxi and find a way towards the gate. Really hope you guys enjoyed that flight as much as I did. Can't get enough of Flight Sim at the minute. Yeah, I appreciate a like and a sub. If you could donate that to me, that would be fabulous. Got a bus coming out for the passengers. Fisher. A few small jets here. I don't think this is an add-on. This isn't an add-on, this airport. I guess one that I need to purchase. Get it looking a little bit more realistic. Down here actually. Dead Raptor. Parts in there. Got the fuel trucks. I love the sunlight hitting off the tarmac. That looks cool. Of traffic, be a little bit careful. I've got two aircraft parked together there. That's nice. I hate it when that happens in flight sim, it's so annoying. It's got a dead Raptor parked at a gate where there's a static aircraft. That's probably going to be our gate. I think we are. That's our gate there, the Sky Chefs. Love the little vans, the cars that zoom around everywhere. This is our gate. This is a standard airport. Definitely need to purchase this. There we go, folks. I'll get this aircraft parked up, disembarked, shut down. See sunlight just peeking through the clouds there. And she comes. Just set up a little bit in the cockpit. I have got, is it that dynamic camera, so I actually set this up so that I could see this chap a bit more clearly rather than trying to look up over the cockpit itself. Just bring her in, just need to nudge her in very slowly. Not quite there yet, just need to hang on a sec. We'll just nudge her forward. Just keep an eye on that thrust because we're going to increase that ever so slightly. You see it? Just ever so slightly. There you go. Just nudging her forward a little bit. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And awesome. Parking brake. Parking brake set. Let's put lights off. No need for them to be on now. Seatbelt off. Smoking off. We've got the jetway coming out. Awesome. Let's click that alarm. Passengers can disembark. There we go. Good job. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me just do my final little ground services. So we're going to get fuel supply, power supply. Let's get the baggage, catering. Awesome. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was Bristol to Glasgow. and I love flying this this Airbus. In fact, what I should do, I should use my stick on my controller, because that looks a lot better. There we go. Just get all the services sorted out. There we go. I love how the Sky Chef's truck just moves slightly to the right to line itself up automatically. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Drop me a like, drop me a sub, really appreciate it. And join me on the next one.